By now it's no secret that I love talking about Spider-Man 3, whether it's food, books, games, clothes, merchandise, other content, edits. I love talking about Spider-Man 3. But when talking about other Spider-Man 3 action figures, 2 videos which I made, I realized I can dip my toes in this subject and shed some light on some previously unheard of or unreleased prototypes, unfinished, or just overall very unknown, obscure Spider-Man 3 figures. All the meandering out of the way, let's get this shit started. At number 5, we have this prototype Venom figure with a Topher Grace head included. Clearly, it's a prototype. You can tell the different colors of the different plastics they used, but something that caught my eye is how smooth his thighs are. If you own at least one Venom figure from the Spider-Man 3 toy line, you are aware that it comes with honeycomb texture all over his body. So why they made him smooth on this picture, I do not know. But that's not the part that everyone's talking about. The thing that everyone's talking about is Topher Grace's head. Why this was unreleased, I don't know. In Covered in Black, the special features featurette on the Spider-Man 3 2-disc or Blu-ray, you can clearly tell Topher Grace was excited about having action figures made after him.
But to me, the best part of the whole experience was they were scanning my body and they said, this will be great because we can use this for your action figure. And I went like, action figure? I hadn't even...
And by the looks of it, they surely would not have disappointed. You can clearly tell the imprints of symbiote tendrils wrapping around his head. It looks like he has sharp teeth, but instead of looking angry or pissed off, he looks like he's in pain. He looks like he's screaming out in agony. This one is not going to take too much room up in this video because anyone who's dived into the world of Spider-Man 3 figures more than likely has come across this figure. At number 4, we have this Walmart exclusive limited edition Spider-Man 3 Double Web Blast. This is clearly the Walmart exclusive given the packaging, but something odd is it marks it as Venom with capture web, but has the black suit Spider-Man logo on the box. Very strange indeed. But what makes this figure stand out is it's a clear metallic repaint of the Double Web Blast Spider-Man figure with the springs in his arm, but it includes additional symbiote painting demonstrating the symbiote takeover. Whether this is a custom, packaging error, or truly a figure that never was released to the public, we may never know. To me, this doesn't look like a figure I would have picked up to put on my... Never mind, fuck it, I would have. But it doesn't look anything special, other than just being a repaint. At number 3, we have the Super Stretch Sandman. Clearly inspired by Stretch Armstrong toys, it appears that you would pump this metal apparatus sticking out of his left foot to fill his torso and arms up with air, at which point you could just bend, stretch, and pull him around at will, as demonstrated by the picture on the box. This figure appears to have been released under the same line with the Oozing Mouth Venom 10-inch figure. It's just not known why this was not widely released or widely known of. Something I'd like to add is that during the investigation for the Spider-Man 3 Hasbro website, when I came across the actual website that had the Action Toy Arena, I remember back then they had this demonstration in 3D, like this little snippet of the Double Web Blast Spider-Man. They had actually demonstrated that you push this apparatus down, he expands and you just stretch him around. I had seen this on eBay a few years back, around $350. It's not something I would have added to my collection, but it is something cool. It is something that not many people, even big Spider-Man 3 fans, don't know about. At number 2, we have this red to black symbiote change Spider-Man figure. This, I had seen a video, give or take, 5 to 8 years ago of a guy who collects prototype figures on YouTube, and he had this exact figure. It had shown a transparent plate on the chest surrounding the spider logo, appearing to, if you had poured hot or cold water, his suit would change red or black, kind of like one of the Burger King toys. He includes a few snap-on symbiote tendrils, and from the waist up it appears to be a static figure for the most part, other than some apparent rotation in his left arm and some more but limited articulation in his full right arm. It is not clear why this was never released. Something strange is that this figure does appear on the back of some commonly known Spider-Man 3 figures, such as the Symbiote Spider-Man with suction cup web. He is on the back, displayed with 3 other figures from the line. It is not clear why, but this thing existed, but it's fallen into obscurity in the forgotten world of Spider-Man 3 figures. And number 1, we have the Sandman vs. New Goblin Spring Back Attack. Clearly this was released in the Ooze Attack wave, along with the Venom sets, the New Goblin and Harry and Sandman sets. But so far, this is the only set that included New Goblin Ooze. Everyone knew that when you got these Ooze sets, Hasbro had made another separate line of refill packs, 3 to be specific, all of which included 1 vial of Venom Ooze, but then the other half of those products came with either Spider-Man Web Ooze, Sandman Sand Compound, or New Goblin Ooze. And like I said, this appears to be the only set that included the New Goblin Ooze, so if this wasn't widely released, then it's unclear why they would make refill packs for this green ooze. Harry just comes by himself, packaged with 2 pumpkin bombs, the New Goblin Ooze, and Sandman comes by himself. A completely unique and different sculpt to any other Spider-Man 3 Sandman figure we've seen or heard about at the time. We only have a couple pictures of this, and it appears that you would press a button on Sandman's back, kind of like the Double Punch Sandman, and he would fall apart, similar to Sandman during the Final Battle playset, where you would push a button, he would fall over, and his head and leg would break off, defeating him. Except where you push this button, he would fall over, melt. Okay, I have this wrong. It appears that Sandman would melt when you hit him in the head, but then after he's laying on the floor, he would spring back to life with strings attached in his joints to make him stand back up and go back into battle against Harry. I had also seen this on eBay a couple years ago. I do not remember how much they charged for him, but I do recall seeing this figure one time, only on sale, one time on the internet in my entire life. I never saw this in toy stores as a kid. I had never even heard of this figure until max 5 years ago. And that's it. That's the video. 5 rare prototypes and obscure Spider-Man 3 figures. Now, I was inspired by Cream Fresh to make this video because he made a few videos about rare and obscure Spider-Man merchandise and figures, and I figured I could dip my toes on this subject because I have a few things that I've come across as well. And something else about Cream Fresh is that yesterday he released a video called The Hunt for Nightmare of the Web Slinger, in which he talks about his efforts to uncover this lost Spider-Man 3 Flash game. In the video, he goes into detail talking about how he received a comment mentioning this game in one of his Spider-Man 3 Flash game videos, and then he actually came across my own Reddit post asking for help about the Spider-Man 3 website. Not only that, he also mentioned my channel and how I made a video posting the menu and all the music from the game. Cream, if you're watching this, I thank you for at least noticing me. I love your content. Keep doing good. But with all that out of the way, I think this video is over. See you guys.